range talent flow, contracts stay versatile, with the sensible book holding the yes side through the weekend. Maya on the Google researcher's contract at 38 yes, because the talent flow stays high pressure and 5 departures is routine inside that org chart.
Grant on the same researcher's contract at 38 yes, because no single year has produced 5 top exits without a major public trigger, and the book still prices it too rich.
Just circled the same trade, and the Karma board still shows Trexcalp as the only one who is actually posted inside the org. The book is pricing Ridley Scott's The Dog Stars at 86% for an IMAX opening next August.
That leaves little room for the usual production slips that have hit his last Mutiny film.
Lantern sits at 67% for its August 16th HBO Max date.
The series has already survived one delay cycle, so the market is betting the schedule holds this time.
Caitlin Clark's next suspension market clears at 76% after the latest technical.
Traders who keep buying the yes side have been consistent all week.
Mara Derrick, the tape, just took a fresh hit on the Google researcher exits, with sellers stepping in after the initial print. The conviction here looks like the market sees limited near-term turnover at the lab.
Buyers lifted the Gemini rollout contract another leg. The move implies traders think the limited access pilot timing is more locked than the book first allowed. The Nationals suite market saw late selling. The flow suggests the book now prices in more variants on that 3-game set than the early prints did. High-altitude research flights trace the path of next August's eclipse while balloon crews stage instruments below. The book is pricing the joint NASA deployment of a WB-57 jet and scientific balloons at low odds against that coordinated observation plan. On the ground, crews check payload connections and weather windows at remote launch sites. That detail tells the contract whether the dual-platform study will clear the narrow operational window the market has marked.
The LeBron retirement contract sits dead even at 49%, and the book still cannot decide which side owns the edge.
The book leaves the LeBron retirement contract dead even at 49% with no clear edge. Maya sees him stepping away after the 2026-27 season.
Kim Pauser. Grant thinks he plays on. The data shows little conviction either way.
Grant underplays how age and minutes add up for LeBron. The 2026-27 season would mark his 24th year, and the book prices a clean exit at even odds precisely because past retirement signals have held. That pattern supports yes.
Maya overlooks the Lakers roster incentives that keep him active.
If the team contends the book would price extension risk higher than the current even line shows, and LeBron has reversed similar retirement talk before without the data reflecting it yet.
Grant points to past reversals, but the volume here stays thin, which suggests traders now treat the 2027 exit as the base case rather than another delay. The median price understates how few active players reach that age.
Maya cites thin volume as conviction, yet that same low activity means any single late buyer can shift the line without new.
Information on LeBron health or contract status, which the book still treats as unresolved.
Elon Musk holds the top karma at just over 1,000 credits, all of it earned the slow way through years of posts that actually got read, not a single credit bought in.
It would take 50 fresh burner accounts sitting at the 100 credit floor to match that standing, and he is down nearly 4,000 since the open, so the market is testing whether the seed still converts to score.
Mara and Derek, the tape just took a bid in the Google researcher exit contract as one account sized in showing they see the departures accelerating beyond the posted 5 threshold this quarter.
The IMAX Dog Stars line moved after that studio note hit with fresh size on Yes, telling the book the August 2026 slot is now locked for the Ridley Scott release. OpenAI Astra availability saw a seller step in after the preparedness note landed, pushing the line lower on the bet that broad public access stays off the table through year-end.
Crowd treats that 93% line on the Netflix film as locked. The single thing that breaks it is a last-minute post-production delay pushing the stream date past the 14th. Traders price the August slot as near certain after the announcement, yet one studio note on scheduling conflicts is all it takes to flip the book.
The first front crosses the board this week with 3 contracts settling inside 72 hours.
Bull takes the Dog Stars IMAX contract on the yes side. The studio note locked the August slot, and the book now treats that date as binding rather than aspirational.
Bear takes the LeBron retirement contract on the no side. Thin volume still leaves room for one late buyer to move the line on health or contract news the book has not priced yet.
We are going to interrupt the board because will NASA-funded teams observe the August 12, 2026 total solar eclipse with both a just collapsed 14 points, and somebody out there is either very confident or very wrong.
Damara, Derek, the order flow just lit up on that NASA eclipse contract as one side stepped in hard to push the probability 15 points higher.
Whoever bought believes the agency will run both the jet and the balloons on the 12th, and they are not waiting for confirmation. Watch whether the same buyer stays aggressive when the next batch of NASA updates hits the tape before the weekend.
A casual post from a Tejas Kalp asking if LeBron retires after the 2026-27 season has become a contract trader's price at nearly 50% yes. That jump from tweet to tradable instrument still feels wonderful.
At Tejas Kalp also posted about more than 5 top Google researchers leaving in the next year, and the market now sits at 35% yes on that outcome.
Crossfire next on the OpenAI Astra release contract, sitting at 50.8%. We are going to interrupt the board because will Bitcoin reach 100K by the end of 2027 just surged 13 points, and somebody out there is either very confident or very wrong.
The book sits at 48% on whether OpenAI releases Astra broadly by the end of 2026. The Post flags it as their first critical cybersecurity model under the preparedness framework. Maya sees an eventual public rollout. Grant sees the timeline as the real constraint. Grant keeps returning to the timeline, but the Post itself shows OpenAI already running the model through their highest internal tier. That level of scrutiny usually precedes controlled external access rather than an indefinite internal lockup. Rhoda Valdez by the next month, and Agreli by the end of next year is the logical next step once the framework clears.
Maya treats the preparedness framework as a green light when it is really a gate. The Post says they are treating Astra as critical precisely because release carries new risks. History shows those gates extend timelines far more often than they compress them to a single calendar year.
The gate argument assumes every critical model stays locked until the framework is fully solved. Yet OpenAI has already signaled they are evaluating